Top B here, welcome back to the channel. Something a little bit different this time. We all create content and we use computers to do it. So I built myself a new computer where last time I had an Intel based computer system. This time I went with AMD and their new Ryzen line of CPUs. Why Ryzen? Because this thing is a beast. They released 3 new chips to compete with Intel, and competition is good for us when 2 chip makers compete. So these chips are 8-core. All three of the chips are 8-core, 16-thread CPUs, and the most expensive one is $499, then $399, then $329, and that's a great deal. And the more cores you have when you're trying to create a video, the better. AMD's been around for a while, but I don't know, last 10 years or so, they haven't really given Intel a run for the money. So Intel's been releasing new chips every year, but they're only small performance gains, and the price is kept high on them, so they don't have any competition. If you wanted an 8-core, 16-thread chip from Intel, $1,050 right now. So getting one for $499 is amazing. But anyway, so I built a new computer. Let me show you the specs on it. As I said, it's an AMD Ryzen processor, 1800X, 8-core, 16 threads. I've got it overclocked at 4 gigahertz. I've put 64 gigs of RAM in it. GTX 1070 video card, 2 960 gig SSDs, and I used an M.2 240 gig SSD as the main drive, and it's water cooled. So these next still pictures that are coming up are just basically the components as I was installing them in the computer. There's the chip, and then whatever. I'm not going to bore you with everything here, but I just have to say again, if you're thinking about building a new computer or upgrading, definitely give AMD a look at, because they're the underdog right now, but they've just slapped Intel in the face with these chips. These chips are amazing for the price, bang for the buck, and for content creators like all of us YouTubers, they're the way to go. They're the future. 8-core chips. I guess basically what AMD has done here is they've put an 8-core chip now in the hands of a person that could only previously afford a 4-core chip. So keep them in mind. And upcoming next year, we just have a video that I did just to show you what the computer looked. I tried to make it look kind of nice and clean. I went with a red, black, and white scheme, and I didn't want it to be ugly. I was looking for something to look nice, so you can leave it there. People come over and they're amazed to look at it instead of just throwing a whole bunch of components in a case and throwing it on the floor and sticking it underneath your desk or something. So there it is. If you have any questions about it or anything about computers, I know the channel has mainly been flying quads, but I am in the IT field, and I mean to talk about computers and technology also. So one last thing before I go, I did do a quick benchmark of the new system after I put it together. I used a program called Cinebench R15, which is kind of an industry standard to measure CPU performance. You can see in red that my system, and that it's beaten out all the systems below it, and those are all Intel-based CPUs. So definitely give AMD a look at. Give Intel some competition, which is better for all of us. I hope you like the video. Any questions, leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.